Hollywood had one rule: protect the image. Don Rickles treated that image like a target and walked into every room looking for the biggest ego he could set on fire.
The greatest thing I can say to Governor Reagan or Regan, whatever they call, what do they call you, Governor? When we see all the films you did, none of them were great. Brothers, we kiss, we hug. Any black on my lips?
Be funny.
I never liked you. I don't give a... Where you go. I laugh at the blacks, the whites, the purples. Mostly the blacks. Give me a break, I'm so lonely.
The wild part? Nobody walked off. Nobody truly got offended. Because getting roasted by Rickles meant you mattered. In Hollywood, surviving him was a badge of honor.
Don't beg, don't beg.
Let's begin. The Dean Martin roasts were already dangerous. Then Governor Ronald Reagan took the hot seat. A safer comic respected the title. Don heard that laugh and attacked his intelligence.
The greatest thing I can say to Governor Reagan or Regan, whatever they call, what do they call you, Governor? The greatest moment I remember in your career was when you said to Pat O'Brien, the Gipper is dying. And I got an uncle that thought it was a fish. Now, the Gentile gentleman here had no idea, a kipper.
That laugh should calm things down. Instead, Don hears permission. He digs deeper, then whips toward Dean so fast Reagan barely gets a second to enjoy escaping the line of fire.
Jewish fish, don't be dumb. I hate a dumb guy. He wouldn't be governor if my people didn't go, okay. Isn't this fun, Governor, huh? Better than trying to hit Jess Unruh with your car.
Dean gets the classic Rickles trap, a warm setup, a soft smile, then the blade. The room thinks praise is coming, and Don turns it into a public diagnosis before anybody can brace for impact.
And that's what makes our country so fantastic. That we have different people, as I do. I stand on a stage or on a lectern, or I stand here next to Dean Martin, one of the great guys, and I say this from my heart, Dean. You have a problem.
Then he returns to the man in the chair with an even nastier angle. Reagan's cheerful laugh becomes evidence against him. Suddenly, even good humor looks like another weakness Don can use.
And the governor is the great politician of all time. He laughs at anything. My brother died. I tell you out there, America, our governor is dumb. That's a joke, Governor. Can you see it when this show is off the air and the governor's over the room with 3 guys from the state troopers? But I will never forget the stories I've heard that you standing on the White House lawn, throwing rocks at Richard Nixon's window going, Dick! Don't beg, don't beg. Tell him like a man.
He had already made a governor look helpless. Next, he wandered into late night, touched the wrong man, and discovered this target could fight back.
I told you never.
In 1968, Carson's set is calm, polished, and almost painfully polite. Then Rickles barges in, treats the segment like his own show, and starts pushing every button he can find.
Let your fingers do the walking. Hey, that really kicks out.
That swagger dies the second Johnny fights back. Don owns the room. Then Carson snaps, chaos erupts, and the insult king suddenly becomes the punchline he never saw coming in front of everyone.
No! No! That's
Give me a break, I'm so lonely.
Getting dumped into a tub should have taught him caution. Instead, he went hunting for the one man Hollywood was genuinely afraid to interrupt.
You are a powerhouse, and Frank, I love you.
Frank Sinatra was not just another guest. He was the man Hollywood handled carefully. Don hears he is nearby, walks in anyway, and hides the attack behind fake nerves.
Hanging around in the hall, and they said, Frank Sinatra's here, and I've never met him, you know. And I get the chills.
You'll excuse us once you
Certainly, certainly. Marco Mangananzo was hurt.
Marco Mangananzo?
This you don't believe. Excuse us, Johnny, you're from the Midwest, you're busy going, is the truck loaded? Guido says hi. He hasn't had a chance to talk to you. And from Jersey City, your good friend, Bubani Umbat. I'm a Jew and you're an Italian. And here we have what? And this is a great Irishman. This is America.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's why I just want to say, before we go any further, for 14 years, Johnny Carson kept saying, do you really know Frank?
The shaking voice is pure theater. Don lets Sinatra's feared reputation build the joke, then twists Frank's smooth image into something awkward, private, and impossible to unsee.
But she's ill. But you just got married, Frank. I just can't picture him on the wedding night standing in the room going, and did it all, and I suppose it's my way.
Then Sinatra fires back. He has his own story ready, and Don lets him land it. Suddenly, the feared singer and the insult king look less like Hollywood legends, and more like old friends fighting for the last laugh.
Long before Don got married, I was eating dinner in a restaurant in New York, and I was sitting with some friends, and he came over to the table, and he said, Frank, do me a favor, will you? He said, I'm sitting with a very pretty girl, and I'm trying to make out, you know, and he said, I told her I know you, and she really doesn't believe me. Would you stop by the table? I said, all right. I was just about finished. I was down to the espresso, and finally he went back, and I walked by the table, and I said, how are you, Don? Nice to see you. He said, can't you see I'm eating, Frank? What are you doing?
That friendship gave Don access to the untouchable. Years later, he walked into a room with even more power and acted like security had made a terrible mistake.
It's only a joke, Mrs. Reagan. They got real guns.
By 1985, the governor was president, surrounded by people paid to look powerful. Don starts with the smallest target near the stage, warning every important adult that rank will mean nothing tonight.
But I have the honor of introducing a man who is so democratic, he picks on everybody equally, even a little kid like me. Mr. Don Rickles. Be funny.
First black kid I ever saw that'll definitely never play basketball.
The room says ceremony. Don hears Vegas. He strips away the office, the rules, and the fear until the most powerful man there is simply another target trying not to crack.
I'll tell you this. How this guy became president. When he was governor, I couldn't get in touch with him. I had a cousin, did 3 months in the county jail. I made a phone call. I said, give me a break. He was too busy, tied up, wouldn't make that. He's now doing 14 years, and he's the president of the United States, sitting in the White House with Nancy, walking around going, that Rickles' cousin is doing a lot of time. Good evening, Mr. President. Nice to see you, sir. And your lovely wife, Nancy. It's a big treat for me to fly all the way from California to be here for this kind of money.
Then he scans the officials for fresh meat. One cabinet heavyweight looks far too relaxed, so Don makes him seem less like a statesman and more like a man caught sleeping while the country burns.
Anyway, nice to see you, Secretary Schultz. What are you doing in town? Anyway, he's sitting there like there's nothing going on. Get busy. Go over to the embassy, have a bucket of beluga.
The next names carry even more weight, but titles only make the fall funnier. Don keeps cutting through politics, religion, and public dignity like the gala was secretly booked for him.
Secretary of State's here, and Billy Graham, nice to see you, sir. This hand is bothering me. Anyway, is this too fast, Secretary Schultz?
what do you talk to that Russian about? You must sit, oh, look at the way you're dressed. The tuxedo's out of style. Class it up a little bit. He's wearing a fake dickie when the button goes boom.
Then Hollywood enters the blast zone. A famous beauty gets clipped, the president gets hit again, and the room learns the truth. Don has no pattern. He attacks whoever looks safest.
Elizabeth Taylor was backstage in a Cleopatra outfit killing snakes. I'll tell you this. And Tom Selleck was under the shower going, look at this, the water runs up. I'll tell you this. Is this too fast, Ronnie? Anyway, he's sitting there looking at the program going, where does he say he makes fun of me? Where does it say that? It's only a joke.
Cabinet members, clergy, and the president had all been clipped. So when an Oscar winner sat within reach, the trophies were basically decoration.
I'm always thinking about you a little bit.
Sure you are.
Yeah.
And I'm Adolf Hitler.
Now, wait a minute.
Now, why did I say Adolf Hitler?
Yeah, now, Don,
You don't have to laugh. Just look at me and, you know what I mean?
If I wouldn't be saying that, I'd be sitting here going, walk on, walk on.
Okay, now that's enough. Now, so anyway...
By 2008, Denzel had 2 Oscars and one of Hollywood's coolest images. Don sits beside him and ignores all of it. But first, he warms up on the host, who really should already know better.
Jeez. Can't believe it. What a build-up. You're great. Now I'll talk to the dummy.
Letterman is only the opening act. Once Don turns toward Denzel, the mood changes. That calm movie star confidence is suddenly being tested by a man who has no interest in respecting the brand.
You don't have to laugh. Just look at me and, you know what I mean?
I heard that you...
Why is he sitting here? Does he have to clean up or something?
No, he wanted to be out here because...
Big star, you're Academy Award, everything else, and he's sitting there with a little Jew. Oh, you're not going to go anyplace with me.
Speaking of not being in somebody's movie...
Why are you pointing? I'm here.
I see.
Guy thinks he's the district attorney.
Denzel tries to hold the cool face, but it cracks fast. The insult lands, the laughter takes over, and one of Hollywood's smoothest stars looks completely thrilled to be pulled into Don's chaos.
Vio,
correct.
All of your friends, I'm not in it.
Because you hide out.
No.
No, you're in the Midwest sitting there with your child and your girl and nobody knows what the hell you're doing. That's it.
I'm not.
And you sit there with a cowboy hat going, I'm not going to be on with that Jew.
No.
Yeah. Excellent.
Anyway, I wish...
What was interesting about Denzel the doctor, that was great. Yeah. Big star, 20 minutes with Denzel the doctor.
Yeah, well, no, it was...
They didn't go on location. I talked to him because I could go someplace with him.
One star accepted the hit. The next host made the fatal mistake of throwing the first punch, and Don treated that invitation like a personal gift.
What the hell is this, a witch hunt?
Johnny starts with one tease. Don hits the one fear every host hides. Does the audience still need you? Seconds later, the joke becomes a savage retirement speech delivered across Carson's own desk.
Aren't you getting a little old to wear Buster Brown outfits?
Nah. Bless you, old-timer. You know, when they know it's over, they turn on you. Yeah. 19 years, John.
That's right.
Don't milk it anymore. Walk away.
Get out, Wallace.
Then Don steals the stage. He takes Johnny's spot, flips the power, and turns America's biggest host into a nervous guest on his own show.
You can't get me to turn on you tonight. There's no...
Really?
How long have you had that? Anyway, you're gonna flunk your driving test. You keep doing that.
I did.
You already flunked.
Yeah,
I forgot that. Okay, pull over, Carson.
Sit down, don't you?
You were sitting in the car going, was I driving too fast? Just pull over, Carson. I watch late night news. Now, you don't have to laugh, Ed. You got...
The next story hits dirtier. Don shreds Carson's polished image, stretching every detail and pause until Johnny can only sit there, trapped, while his clean reputation falls apart in real time on television.
And, you know, the last time I saw you was at the Beverly Hills Hotel, and you said to me, come on up to the room, I want to show you something.
What are you talking
And we were up in the room, and there were 5 little girls on a swing. You went, go on a swing. You were single then, single, in case there's anybody listening, single.
Okay, I like children.
Now that we're face to face after 2 years, I never liked you. I don't give a... Where you go.
You got it made now? Who
That's
cares?
right. No, I don't have it made now because I know what you have in the bank, but which will be taken away from you shortly. Let's have a party. And that's when you drank. And then I thought it was normal because you were big. And, Ed, you weren't around then.
No,
you were in New York, but you kept saying, "Isn't he great? Ha, 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 ha. He held up a bank."
By the end, the interview is dead. Two television giants are tossing pencils like schoolboys, and Don looks completely at home. Chaos has taken over, which is exactly where Rickles is strongest.
And it's a subway. It was the strangest feeling in the world.
Chandeliers?
Their subways, chandeliers, their subways are absolutely magnificent. And my wife, that's wonderful. You do that with every guest, right?
No, they just start to roll off.
Little pencil tricks to distract me. I almost caught.
That desk had become a playground. The next room came dressed in black tie and prestige, which only gave Don more expensive furniture to set on fire.
Little guy, he's the kind of guy in prison, was the squealer all the time. Pulling on your pants like going...
An AFI tribute is supposed to be polished and respectful. Don ignores all of it. To him, Scorsese is not a filmmaking legend. He is simply the director behind one personal complaint Don never forgot.
Now, 11 o'clock, and I'm fed up and tired. Marty, I would address... Somebody get a phone book so you can see me.
Don turns his casino role into a personal insult, making the biggest break of his acting career sound like a wound he never forgave. In seconds, Scorsese becomes the villain, and Rickles the victim again.
40 million jobs in show business, I got a midget to direct me. I have regards for you, Marty, from Tony Bonini.
Then, the set stories turn vicious. Marty's endless retakes become proof of obsession, while De Niro gets dragged in as the exhausted witness, looking like the one man who has suffered through enough takes for a lifetime.
And they told me to tell you, you'll be dead in the morning. Marty, you are the most annoying director I ever had in my entire career. Little guy, he's the kind of guy in prison, was the squealer all the time. Pulling on your pants like going, "Let's do it again." I said, "Marty, it's 85 times. De Niro don't have it anymore. He's busy mumbling.
By now, the films themselves are fair game. Don wipes out an entire celebrated career, crowns himself the biggest name left, and does it inside a room built to say the exact opposite.
When we see all the films you did, none of them were great. None of them. I look around the room and I realize now, aside from Clint Eastwood, I'm the biggest name here.
Even Clint cannot enjoy the compliment. Don drags him in, tosses religion into the blast, and turns a polished AFI tribute into a late-night Vegas ambush in expensive suits.
Clint Eastwood is now thrilled. His name was mentioned. But Marty, you'll have a great future ahead of you. Maybe instead of Jesus Christ, you'll do a story about a rabbi. A rabbi schlepping a piece of wood someplace. De Niro is sitting there. God bless you, Bob. He's got the beard on. To know him is a treat. He's one of the great actors of our time. You ask him. You ask him. He'll tell you.
One legendary director had just watched his career get shredded. Next came a glamorous award, a title begging to be mocked, and celebrities wishing they sat farther away.
Mr. Warm, Don Rickles. When he checked into the hotel today, he bit the MGM lion.
Woman of the Year sounds elegant until Don says it. One look turns the honor into a setup, and before the guest of honor can recover, his eyes are already roaming the room for easier victims.
The crowd is really exciting tonight to be here for Joan Collins, my favorite star. You know, Dean, I must say, from the bottom of my heart, we've known each other a lot of years, and I'll tell you the truth. It's over. Gavin MacLeod is a great star. He's one of my favorite performers. In fact, I watch Love Boat every night. You believe that? You're nuts. I use it as a nightlight when I fool with the wife.
Then he spots the biggest target available. Dom's warm image and larger-than-life presence give Don exactly what he wants. A joke the entire room can see coming and still cannot survive.
What a great start. Bless your heart, Don. You get any heavier, we're gonna put cords on your can and put you in the Macy parade. Red button, bless your heart, an Academy Award winner. Unfortunately, the public hasn't accepted that. Phyllis, you have a beautiful body. You really do. You're the only one I know that swims in a beautiful lagoon and sharks go, oh.
By the time Don circles back, the award is almost forgotten. The room is roaring, the celebrities are tense, and the woman of the hour has become just another name on his hit list in front of everyone.
Joan, you're a stunning star today. The star of Dynasty. Is it Dynasty? I took a wild guess. And I want to tell you the truth. I've seen the pictures in Playboy. I love you when you're dressed. No, I'm being cruel. You're a lovely star. I remember you so many years ago when you said to me when I first opened in the Slate Brothers in California when...
One queen had barely survived. Next came a television legend expecting praise. Don walked in acting like he had taken a wrong turn and somehow made the disrespect land even harder.
Jack Benny is over on the end. He didn't want to go for the table.
The Dean Martin stage was already dangerous. Don still walks in like he has no idea why these stars are gathered, instantly making the whole tribute feel like a setup.
Ladies and the beast of Beverly Hills, Mr. Don Rickles.
What a night. Who are we honoring? And I'm just delighted. I must say, pardon me, I'm just delighted. Because I always wanted to meet Henry Fonda.
Then Henry Fonda gets the classic trap. Don starts warm, lets the praise breathe, and suddenly turns it into brutal career advice.
With Jackie Cooper, you were so good, Henry. God bless you. Now it's time to quit.
When Lucy finally gets her turn, he offers what sounds like a sweet memory. One look kills it. A television legend is reduced to someone Don can barely pretend to remember.
Jack Benny is over on the end. He didn't want to go for the table. Jack didn't want to take care of anybody. Bob Hope, as you all know, he's in the back, standing there with 3 soldiers and an American flag saying...
Lucy was brushed aside. Next came an old friend who knew exactly how hard Don could hit, because their bond had been forged through loyalty, insults, and long years inside the Rat Pack.
I wish you wouldn't touch me, Sammy. You people rust.
Mostly the blacks. Remember the words of George Foreman who said after the Muhammad Ali fight, was that down?
At the MGM Grand, Dean introduces Don like he is warning the room to brace itself. Even the walk to the microphone feels dangerous. Everybody on that stage knows someone is about to get cut.
What kind of fool am I? I'll tell you what kind of fool Sammy is. He asked me to invite Don Rickles here tonight. Sammy, you asked for him and you...
With Sammy, the jokes hit harder because the friendship is real. Don knows the history, the weak spots, and exactly how far he can push before the laugh turns into a wound.
And I love the black people. We need you people, I swear, because no Jew's gonna make up a train. I kid, Sammy. You're a black man. I took a guess. If you ain't black, you fell into a bucket of M&Ms, I'll tell you that.
Then, the whole dais becomes open season. Stars, old friends, and one impossible-to-miss giant get hit so fast that nobody has time to enjoy someone else's pain before Don turns on them.
Look at this wonderful dais. Frank Gorshin, his whole life is Burt Lancaster. Joey Bishop, who passed away and wasn't told about it. Will Chamberlain, I say from the bottom of my heart, you can move into my neighborhood anytime you want. Black giant. Can you imagine this guy?
Dean is not safe behind the podium either. Don clips the host, swings toward the next face, and works the stage like a ruthless menu of famous people, each one waiting to become the next punchline in front of everyone.
You gotta know this is too fast for you, Dean. I'll make you feel at home. Youngstown, Ohio, right? What's that town you come from? Steubenville. Why, that's better? Anyway, Steubenville, Ohio. Milton Berle, my idol since I'm a kid. But now, Milton, I say this from my heart. Show business and your life, thyself be thee, with your new book, Love Thee and Know Thyself, Milton. He's old, he understands.
That Vegas crowd could fight back. The next host had a bigger problem. One famous feature Don had been waiting years to destroy. By 1997, Rickles had already wrecked Carson's desk. With Jay, he does not even wait for a question. One look at that chin, and the opening joke practically writes itself.
Don, have a seat.
Santini called. I bring you a message of love, affection, and no drugs.
No drugs.
What? One moron in the audience. No drugs?
Good evening. Thank you for your wonderful reception.
Jay tries to take control, but every harmless question becomes fresh ammunition. It is his show, his desk, his audience, and somehow Don still makes him look like the guest.
No, Canada's great. Yeah. You'll get your own country and you'll live in Paris. Whatever the hell you want to do. I don't know. But it's a whole thing up there, you know, with Quebec trying to be France.
So you're on your way to Toronto.
Yeah, that's right. What are you, a highway director?
I don't know. You said
Yeah, don't cross the double yellow line, make a left. Anyway.
Then, one travel story turns into a brutal popularity test. Don claims crowds chase him, while Jay could walk through his own studio without being noticed.
So we went, and the Louisville police were great.
Yeah.
And the Barnstable family gave a big party.
Now, why would the police? Why did you need the police to go to the...
Because a lot of people know me, Jay. It's not like you, where nobody bothers you. People know.
And just when the face jokes seem finished, Don drags Jay's marriage into it. One innocent trip to Paris becomes filthy material, and Leno can only laugh while his private life gets roasted on national television.
Now your daughter got married recently.
Yes, she did. Yeah. Thank God. She's happily married now. She was a beautiful girl. Yeah. 30 years old, never married.
And I was not invited.
Huh? Well, you were going to give a cheap gift.
Well, I think
she doesn't need a hanky for her husband.
Some problems. But anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
Right, sure. No, you got Avis. You got a lovely wife who's not here. She's in Europe, working around France, I understand. Hey, that's what he told me.
That was Don Rickles. No filter, no apologies, no survivors. For 60 years, he walked into rooms packed with presidents, movie legends, singers, and late-night kings, then treated every face like ammunition. To Don, there was no such thing as going too far. There was only the next target, the next punchline, and the next ego waiting to be cracked open. He destroyed Hollywood to its face, smiled, and somehow left the victims laughing harder than the audience. Nobody does it like that anymore. Nobody even dares to try. So which Rickles moment hit the hardest? Was it the star who sat there and took the beating? Or the one who fought back and got burned even worse? Drop your favorite Rickles attack in the comments. And if you enjoy seeing the real, awkward, and unforgettable side of Hollywood, hit like, subscribe, and stick around for the next one.